All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and this is the first video of the week. We are going to be doing Turtle Week all week. I know, that's why it's called Turtle Week, right? Because it goes all week. So we're going to be testing out the turtles in all the content that we can. We'll see what we can do. We'll do some dungeons, we'll do some arena, we'll do a bunch of things. So today we're going to be looking at dungeons, but since this is the first video, we're going to go over their stats and everything. So if you end up watching some of the other videos, we don't have to do this again. So Mr. Mikey is the one that we have built out pretty well. I mean, he's at 105,000 power. I mean, power doesn't really mean much if he's built terribly, so it is what it is. But we got him pretty high up there. We have him in some of the feral gear, as you can see. We kind of just threw some gear on him that had speed and some crit rate and things like that. He's got attack on his chest, which is only at 50%, so he can still get better. We've got 45 speed on his boot there, and we've got crit rate on his glove. We've got attack on his ring. We've got crit damage with an extra boost of crit damage on his amulet. And we've got accuracy with a little bit of extra attack on his banner. Total stats for Mr. Michelangelo here is 41,000, 4,586 attack. We've got 2,600 defense, 201 speed, 106 crit rate, 216 crit damage. He's got 293 resist and 480 accuracy. So pretty decent stats, especially for my account. You know, we don't really go too crazy with stats. So for me, that's actually not terrible. As far as masteries go, there you go. We got him all the way down to War Master. We're testing out War Master because we are using them in Clan Boss as well. I'm sure you could put them into something else. Was that Helm Splitter or anything you really want to be honest, and it would still be good, but it just depends on where you want to use them. All his skills are not maxed yet. He's the only one of the turtles that will not have his skills maxed for this video. This isn't a champion spotlight. This is just, we're just having fun with turtles, all right? As far as the artifact goes, he has the Volcardic Heart, which is a magma shield dealing with a little bit more resistant HP. And he's got a couple of gems in there, nothing crazy. Donatello, he's got the Wand of Submission, and he is in speed mainly. We just want him to be as fast as possible. He also has a shield and resist and HP set. We want him to have as much HP as possible. So he's got crit rate, he's got HP and defense on his chest, he's got speed on the boot, we've got HP on his ring, HP on his amulet, and resistance on his banner, so he doesn't get smacked with anything as much as possible. And the other stats pieces, just in case you wanted to see them. His skills are maxed, so he does have all his skills, and he has Brimstone as his blessing. Masteries for him, we went more healing and speed on him, so there you go, down to War Master, and we did some healing and some things where if somebody dies, you know, he'll get a little bit more speed, stacking up to 24. His total stats, there you go, are 79,000 HP. So yeah, we got him up there pretty high with the HP. Attack is 2,800, defense 3,133, speed is 249, just shy of 250, 106 crit rate, 72 crit damage, 279 resistance, and 135 accuracy. We don't really need much on him. He just needs to be as fast as possible to keep putting up his buffs and speeding the team up, and that's really all we care about with him. Now, Raph is the worst built hero out of all of them, and that's because, and not even talking about from a power perspective, we're just talking about the worst build. Like, I could easily make him better. We just have to find the gear. That's it. So he's not perfect, but he has some reasonable gear, mostly crit rate, some feral. We did switch out a couple pieces of gear. He was around 62,000 power before. So yeah, there's just some of his pieces, so you can kind of see what they're all about. He's got obviously crit rate on his glove. We've got attack on his chest, and we've got speed on his boots. He is the first one to die out of all of them because he's not as beefy as the rest of the turtles. So just know that anytime you're using all four, Raph is the one you need to protect because he's going to get killed. Attack on his ring. We've got crit damage on his amulet with a little bit of attack. And we've got more attack and defense on his banner. The reason we put this on him is just to keep him alive a little bit longer and get his speed up. Really, this was it. This is the main thing, the 20 speed. We really, really wanted that. So got his speed up pretty high compared to where it was. It was low, and we wanted to get that fixed. We've got him in St. Xavier's Tribute, which basically gives him a veil for a 15% chance, so that's not bad. His skills are all maxed, just like Donnie's. So Donnie's are on max. He's got Soul Reap as his blessing. And we've got his masteries right there, so if you wanted to see what we did. All the way down to War Master and some defense. More Clan Boss related kind of masteries on him. And his total stats right here, boom, are 40,000 HP. He's got 4,683 attack, 2,300 defense, 208 speed. See why that 20%, that 20 was so important? He had really low speed. 103 crit rate. His crit damage is very low, so we need to fix that. Resistance 211 and accuracy 197. So really, this guy is suffering from crit damage. We need to get his damage up a little bit and get him a little bit more resistant, maybe. Otherwise, he's not terrible. I mean, he's all right. He's good enough. And my boy right here, Leo, the man of mystery. Lowest power, but best hero. So we built him in a Relentless set. Now, the reason we did it is because we had these mythic pieces, and I had some really good stats on them. Some of them are missing speed, but we still ended up making up for it with some of the other pieces of gear, so it's actually not the worst thing. Crit rate on his glove. We've got defense on his chest. Speed on his boots. We've got a defense ring that I actually maxed out to 80 defense just because it rolled defense. So I was like, sweet, let's just go all the way. We've got defense and HP on his amulet, and his banner is resistance and defense. So yeah, he's looking pretty good. He does not have a blessing yet. He has Zibia's Servitude on him. Enemies cannot land critical hits on the wearer if the wearer's HP is below 15%. And we've got all his skills max, no blessing, as you can see. So hopefully we get his blessing soon. And then there's his masteries, also built kind of in that, nuker slash clan boss. Not really as much nuker, more clan boss than anything else. And his total stats right here. He's got 42,000 HP. We've got 1915 attack, 5,083 defense, which is why we like this set. 214 speed, so he could easily be better. Crit rate is 112. Crit damage is 95, so we could easily make him much better by pumping some stuff into there. Resistance is 223 and accuracy is 120. So that's just where he's at. Like I said, this is look at the initial builds. All right, we just started working on them. We just got their masteries done, and this is the first time that we're really going to be messing with them. We're not going to really focus on Shredder today. He's kind of whatever, so we're not going to really worry about him, but he's missing one piece of gear. So let's go in and see. Today we're going to be looking at dungeons. We're going to test them out in all the dungeons, just kind of see how they function. I don't know if I really want to go into 25 yet, because I don't know if we really want to mess with that, because it's just going to take longer. So maybe we'll just start on stage 20 and just pull them in and see how they handle themselves. Now, I've noticed that the best version of these guys is usually when Leo is the leader. These guys are attack based, but keeping them with higher defense usually keeps them alive longer. If this goes fast, then yeah, we'll push into the higher levels. We'll just see how it goes. So there's those guys, and then what we will do is we will bring in either Mithrala to stay alive, or the other option is what I've been doing in Clan Boss, is we've been bringing in Apothecary. So we're going to try this out real quick on stage 20, just to see how fast it goes. And if it's fast enough, we'll go into the next turn. Now, some of these other dungeons, like Ice Golem, they take a long time. So I don't know how much I really want to go into all of those like that. We're not going to be doing the regular dungeons as of this second. The accessory and equipment enhancement dungeons. We're going to stick to mainly the basic 4 dungeons for today, and maybe we'll go into the other ones on a different video for this week. I haven't decided what all the videos are yet, so we'll just see. But as you can see, they're pretty much blasting this. They're not doing bad. This is just for the sake of seeing how they function, rather than seeing if they can beat all the 25 level dungeons. I'm assuming they can, and this one looks like it's going reasonably well. I mean, if this one goes this well, we might actually just say screw it and go into stage 25s on all the other dungeons. But like I said, Ice Golem will be the last one, because that's the one that's the longest. Fire Knight, I'm assuming they're going to destroy. We'll test it out. The other problem is that they take a little bit of a long time to beat the waves, which is the other reason I don't really want to spend too much time on stage 25. There's not really a big difference. I mean, as you can see, they're not even getting bothered right now. All right, this is stage 20, and it's not even like it's affecting them in any way. So I'm assuming they'll beat stage 25 at the same level. It'll just take them longer, and I don't think you guys really want to sit and watch each dungeon for 5 to 10 minutes. Probably a waste of our time. So just so you can kind of see how they function in each one. If they have trouble on stage 20, then yeah, maybe stage 25 would be a problem, but it doesn't look like they're even remotely having an issue here. Fire Knight, we're going to try at stage 25 just because I want to see how they take that guy down with his shield, because they technically should be able to wreck him. I mean, Dragon is ridiculous. Look at this. They're just crushing him right now. They don't even need poisons. He's just dead. 1 minute, 47 seconds. That's not my best time, but we also have Apothecary in there. So they didn't even get hurt. So conceivably, you could just bring in, like, I don't know, Kale or something like that, or anybody who does damage, and probably not have to worry too much. These guys can probably just deal with it, right? You know what we'll do? we'll try this since we don't want to waste. We don't want to do that anymore. Let's try this. Let's just see how this goes. We'll try this on stage 20 and see how the turtles run. We'll see how they handle themselves without anyone. We're just going to do turtles. How's that? This is a turtle video, right? So let's not bring anybody with them. Let's just see if they're good enough without it. Besides, it was only 1 minute and 47 seconds, right? So we'll do it this way. I'm actually very happy so far with how the turtles have kind of worked themselves out. The only thing so far that we have done that we didn't do before with the turtles on this account is we have actually finally gotten through on Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss in one fight. So we can now speed through Clan Boss, which is nice. I don't have to sit there and watch it anymore. So we were actually just doing Nightmare for a while, and honestly, it wasn't even on my list of things to do. And I even said, you know, the things that we're going to be doing, we're not going to beat content with these guys, but I wasn't planning on doing Ultra Nightmare anyway. Like, it wasn't even on my list of things to worry about right now. So the fact that we were able to do it, it only took us like 2 or 3 turns because I was just testing them out in there. I wasn't even trying to beat it, honestly. And we did it within a day or two. That was it. Like, literally just a couple different tests with certain heroes just to see how much damage we could do. And I was just seeing how they performed. And it was ridiculous. Like, they just destroyed the Clan Boss. But you'll see that in the next videos. So it looks like these guys are more than happy to beat things without anybody on the team. But as you can see, they just constantly get turns. You see what I mean? It's like just never-ending turns. Everyone gets an extra turn. They can crush that shield in like 3 seconds. These guys, like, if you have a person who spends money on this game and really goes crazy with these guys, I honestly think these guys will probably be able to beat almost every single piece of content in this game. That's how ridiculous they are. They are very good heroes. So let's get out of here. Let's close this. Let's go into... We'll go into Spider. This one I think they're going to have a problem with. We're going to go into 20 because this is a very specific type of team that you need for this fight. And I'm not convinced that they're going to be able to do it. But then again, who knows? You do never know, right? And this is stage 20, so it's not going to be as hard as stage 25. But the question is, can they kill the spiders and or stay alive long enough once the spider does something? I'm not convinced they can, but if they can kill the spider faster than the, you know, because they do have a bunch of AoE attacks. It's just whether or not they can handle it. But it's good that on this specific one, they're targeting Mikey, because Mikey is the one that can pretty much dodge and put up his own shield. Look at that, 172,000. That was not bad at all. These guys are really rocking. Eventually, we might do, like, you know, videos and stuff, maybe even a live stream where we go through the stage 25 fights. I don't want to go and do it on a video because it'll be a 3-hour-long video. We're going to try to keep these as simple as possible just so we can kind of see how they function. All right, so they did do a big heal there. Now, the good news is we have a leech. So even if there's no technical healer, I mean, basically Donatello's the healer, but even if you're not healing, you're going to have leech up most of the fight. So they're going to heal up, which is why it's nice. Yeah, but as you can see, this is already 1 minute and 20 seconds on this fight, and there's no waves. So yeah, this one is definitely going to be a little bit slower, but it looks like they can handle it. I don't know about 25. That might be a little rough, but I'm assuming, you know, if you're built better than my team, you can. I have a feeling if I did 25, they would probably still win, but they would be a lot slower. And you'd also have to sit there and watch every single one of these. Boom, there you go. Every single one of these spiders kind of go at it. Say Leo doing 3,457,000. You've got Mikey doing 4,300,000, and you've got Raph at 2 million plus, and Donnie is at 1.7. Even being a speed nerd, he's doing reasonable damage. I would assume a support hero would more than likely put up somewhere around, like, you know, 500,000 on something like this. But yeah, 1.7, that's not bad. He's fast, and he's getting the extra hits in when the other turtles attack, so that's kind of crazy. So there you go. Stage 20, Spider in the books. Then we've got Fire Knight. Now, Fire Knight I want to test out at the highest level. Only because I really want to see if these guys function well against the boss. So here you go. We've got everybody in there. Let's start. And remember, we're doing this with just turtles. So the whole point of this is that I want to see if the turtles can do it. That means that even with no one else on the team, they're able to beat these dungeons, okay? So it's like you could easily speed these guys up with someone like Apothecary. You could bring in Mithrala to keep them alive. You could bring in another damage dealer that could just wreck things and do more damage. It looks like they're able to get through the waves pretty easily right now. Look at that. These are the high level ones. We may even bring them into hard mode on another video just to see how hard mode rocks, because that's actually probably a little bit more their speed. I guess that's the question we're going to start pushing into as we start playing more with them and doing more videos on them. I mean, this might turn into Turtle Month. I have no idea. We'll see. This is more about just seeing how they function together and what dungeons they can and can't beat. But there you go. It took them a minute to wipe the wave out there. Now, these guys aren't... I can't tell if that's the one that does Unkillable. I think it is. So hopefully they can wipe him. I believe Leo has the ability to remove buffs. But as you can see, the heroes in this area are very tanky. Like, it's super tanky. It does take a very long time to kind of beat one enemy if you don't have a lot of crit damage. But as you can see, they're getting tons of attack. So at least we got one down. And look at that. If one of these guys dies, by the way, there's no one to revive them. All right, they do have a like turtle power kind of thing they do, where I don't remember if it was for all turtles or just for one of them, but there is a thing that'll keep them alive, it'll stop them from dying, but I think it only happens once, if I'm correct. So yeah, you can lose a turtle. It is possible. And Raphael is usually the first one to go, unless he gets real lucky. Donatello's almost never the one that goes. Leo gets real close to dying a lot, but because he has his stone skin, he kind of just never dies. He's usually the last one to go, and also the best one to keep alive long, because he has Unkillable, say right there, and he's got a counterattack and that awesome hit right there. So yeah, definitely a really good Void hero. If you didn't get him, I am sorry that he is this awesome. All right, here we go. Boss time. Let's see if they can handle it. Let's see how long it takes them to get rid of the shield. Literally, like, just done. Shield is down. Look at that. We got our... Wow, that's insane. Now, the problem here is they don't have the ability to stop him from healing, right? So, realistically, they just have to keep attacking. How much is he going to heal up is the question. All right, so he didn't heal that much. So that's not terrible. And then he got a counter. Now everybody's going to get all their extra attacks. So as long as they can just keep doing attacks and possibly drop his speed, defense, and things like that, they can probably kill this guy much quicker. Here's all your extra buffs. Look at all that damage. They're just pummeling this boss. Like, it's kind of crazy. Granted, I've seen quicker boss fights. Don't think that this is like the greatest thing since sliced bread, or that it's the fastest fight you'll ever see. But the fact is that they're able to handle it, and even with him healing, it's not even affecting them at all. Like, the heal does not matter in any way, because they're able to put up so many attacks. So yeah, that extra War Master proc is like that 21. That's 41. No, 42,000, another 63. Look at that, two of them at once there. They're already at 100k damage on just procs. 120 right there. 150. Look at that. Oh, look at that, three of them right in a row. That was crazy. Now they're getting to the bottom. His defense is down, so that's what we were waiting for. Look how much quicker his HP is. Ew, he's melting. Look at that. Boom, done. Not bad. I mean, 4 minutes. That was the best time we've ever had, apparently. Look at that. 4 minutes and 19 seconds on Fire Knight stage 25. So I'm assuming at this point that they could probably beat 25 on all of those dungeons that we've done so far. So Dragon would be a cakewalk for these guys. That's why I didn't want to do it. It's just a waste of time. We spend too much time. I know they can do it. Spider looks like they were fine. The only thing is if the only problem with Spider is whether or not they can get through the heal, is whether or not they can outdo the damage of the heal, and I'm pretty sure at this point they can. So I'm not too worried about it. These guys will probably destroy on Spider hard mode because they'll just be killing spiders. Like they're probably better suited for hard mode than they are for regular mode. But we'll do that in the other video. So that's Fire Knight. They wrecked them on stage 25, and I did that specifically because I just wanted to see if they were good for the night. But yeah, let's go into Ice Golem. Ice Golem is the one that takes the longest. As you can see, my best time on stage 25 was 9 minutes and 47 seconds. We just haven't found a team that can really beat this boss down. But since we're going crazy, we might as well. This is the last dungeon of the video, so we might as well just go all in and see what they can handle. All right, there we go. I figured I'd save some time on the low end. We'll save some time in the beginning to waste some time at the end. All right, let's see if they can handle this, buddies. 9 minutes is what our best time was. And we are now going full throttle here. The question is can they kill the ads? We do have block revive, so there is that. We didn't have that before on a lot of other teams. You can bring Armiger in for that, and that does work. But the problem is he's very inconsistent, Armiger, because he's kind of it's every other round, and if you don't hit the enemy at the right time, it just doesn't work. So I guess that kind of functions the same way here, but I think Raph is a little more reliable on the block revive. We'll see. He's also a lot stronger than Armiger versus ads, because Armiger is not impressive against ads. He's impressive against bosses. Like, that's where he's going to destroy on damage, because his damage is based on max HP. So if you're fighting a boss, he's going to do, 1 million plus damage on the strongest Armigers against the strongest bosses. But an ad, he's going to do almost no damage, unless that ad happens to have, 150,000 HP, which is somewhat rare. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Smacking these guys down. So the waves in here seem to be a little bit slower. We're at about 20 seconds longer than the other ones, which is reasonable. I've had runs in here where it took us 2 minutes to beat these waves, sometimes even 3 minutes. Because the main problem that I've personally had with Ice Golem is that the fights do tend to last too long because of the waves. Like and it's mainly because you need a team that can beat the boss. So if you can kill the waves fast, it's pretty much useless if you can't beat the boss. So we were trying to bring in teams that were more based on the boss, and it slowed the fight down a lot in the waves. So it's kind of one of those things you got to suck up. There's very few heroes that are great at wave clearing and boss killing at the same time. I'm not saying they don't exist. It's just they require summoning and all that other stuff. And, we were using heroes that everyone gets. So my options were limited. Your options may not be limited. You might have awesome heroes. Eventually, we might even get Lydia. Who knows? We'll see how that flies. But, yeah, at this point, these guys are doing okay. We're looking like 1 minute, 20 seconds per wave. Seems to be that's actually reasonable for this. I'm not going to lie. That's... For our account, that's reasonable. I'm sure there's, teams out there that can do this in one hit. You'll get a seer in there that just puts a bunch of debuffs up on them with a Geo or something and then just lights them up and kills them in one hit. I'm sure those teams exist, guys. We're just not that account. That is not our account. All right, here we go. Let's see. Can they handle this? Boom, look at that. Big hit right off the cuff. Now, the question is, are they going to focus the boss? All right, they're not. Because I'm curious how the auto works on this. We'll see how that goes. And the question is, can they handle a hit from him with the ads up? That's a question that I have. I'm assuming they can. I feel like Raph might be the only one that's not able to handle it as much. Let's see if he can get a block revive on these guys with Raph. No, he did not. All right, well, that's one down. And the other question is how does the AI of the boss work versus these guys? Because if they attack, they get extra turns. So does he get his turn and interrupt their extra turns? Oh, look at that. That was a big hit. See what I mean? I don't think they can survive the big hit with the ads up. Well, at least a few of them can't. Like, Raph definitely can't. Everyone else, not so much. Leo will totally take that right to the face. There's no block revive. But they're doing pretty good on time, at least. It's just whether or not they can stay alive now. And the other question is if they do too much damage, is he going to get to do that attack twice in a row? You know what I mean? There's a lot of variables here that I'm concerned with. Because look at this. Boom. That's the big hit. And is he going to get another one? Because if he gets 2 in a row, they get revived. And you get hit with the second one that's really strong. All right, we're good. Looks like he's not doing it. And luckily, we get so many... Oh, great. They're going for the boss. I mean, I guess it's fine if they go for the boss. Because honestly... I need to see if they can survive. If they can survive a big hit from the boss with both ads up, we're fine. That's a regular hit. Okay. They're getting dangerously close to making him attack again. There it is. Oh, look at that. Unkillable with Stone Skin. Saved his ass. Boom, big hit. Got all of his health back because of the leech, so that's good. Butt Boy over here is frozen, so that's terrible. And by Butt Boy, I mean Raphael. Keep him alive. Alright, good. There we go. We got everyone's HP back. So it looks like he's just kind of taking it like a champ. Well, it looks like... Alright, so if it continues the way it is now, I think we're okay. It's just whether or not we get hit with this big hit or not. Good news is I know Leo could probably kill him by himself if he survives with the Stone Skin, so I don't really care. There you go. Boom. So that's not bad. There you go. 5 minutes and 28 seconds. Not the worst fight. Same thing. Mikey and Raph are about the same in damage. Leo putting up crazy 3.5 million and Donnie doing 1.648. So that's actually not terrible. And since this didn't go that slow, I'm actually kind of shocked on that. So, yeah. All right. So we've got that. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here real quick. So I guess we know they can do Dragon, obviously, because they just did the 2 harder dungeons by themselves, and Dragon's a joke. So that's that one. Let's we don't need to do Minotaur. I mean, that's a waste of time. You know what? Let's go back into Spider just because this video it's lighter than I thought it was going to be. So we'll just give this a shot. And if they lose, right? I don't really care. So this will be the real test of their power. Can they do this? Because obviously Dragon's a joke. Minotaur's a joke. Let's see how this goes. Like I said, my main thing here is whether or not they can outdo the heal. I mean, funny enough, as of this second, it's almost looking like the same fight. It's just whether or not Leo does his attack, his big attack, at the right time, where the boss doesn't heal all the way back up. Say if he gets his extra big hit, if he can do that, would be nice. The AoE would be perfect right now, so he doesn't heal all the way back up. Come on! Ah, he didn't do it. There you go. See, right back to max HP. So I guess this is what I was saying, is the question isn't really whether or not they can survive. The question is whether or not they can kill the ads and not have the damn boss heal all the way back up to max HP. So we'll let this go for 2 rounds. If they can do enough damage in the 2 rounds where the heal does not overpower it, then we know they can win. And we don't have to watch the whole fight. Because these guys are not really made for this fight. So, like, specifically made for this fight. They're basically made for any fight, but at least you know they can win, and that's the question we want to answer is, can they win on stage 25? We don't need to watch the whole fight. Because if they get through these rounds, there's nothing's really going to change in the fight where they won't be able to make it. But we're still on the first round, so it's looking like they should be fine. Like, I don't think there's going to be a problem here. That's what we wanted. See, we wanted that attack right before the heal. Because if he does that, then the boss don't heal. But it looks like they can put up some damage here. Look at this. I mean, there you go. That's the first hit. So they basically took the guy's health down halfway. And we have defense down, which is even better. So that's going to help with the damage. I want to see how much he heals up. Because if they get him all the way down to the end and he heals up to like full half HP again, then we'll just watch the rest of the fight. It's fine. I have a feeling we're going to see the rest of this fight. We're going to see them wreck it. It's going to happen. I was trying to make it so you guys didn't have to sit here for 7 hours because these fights would be like really long. But these guys are actually surprising even me. Like they're really wrecking like every one of these dungeons. It's crazy to me. Granted, they have reasonable gear, so this isn't the kind of gear that someone who just started, is going to have. But then again, if you just started, look at that, 2 minutes and 52 seconds. That's ridiculous. Like literally just the 4 damn turtles. Look at Leo, dude. 5 million damage. Mikey's at 4. Rap's at 4. Donnie at 2.8 million. That is some crazy stuff. So good news here is that all 4 of these turtles can now farm every single one of these dungeons on stage 25 is basically what we have learned today. So if you have the turtles and you have terrible teams for these farm fights, yeah, you're in luck because you can literally use all these turtles for every single one of these fights, and you don't have to change your team ever again. So that's probably what I'll end up doing if I want to farm gear now. I'll just throw the turtles in with an extra damage dealer so that we can beat things a little bit quicker. Or maybe someone who can add to the fight, like maybe someone who does defense down, or another block revive hero in Ice Golem, like things like that. Like things that'll speed the fight up. I would probably just say, because a damage dealer in Ice Golem might actually hurt the fight. So having an extra block revive hero that can stay alive, probably your best bet for Ice Golem, because then you don't have to deal with the ads anymore. You just fight the boss and call it a day. Someone like Fire Knight, honestly, for that one, you could just get someone in there who has heal reduction. Just bring them in, and there you go. You don't have to worry about the heal. The boss will be dead half as quick. And then same thing with Spider. You could just bring in another hero who has just insane AoEs like Cleo or something like that. And that way you don't have to deal with the major heal as much as you're dealing with it, which we just did there, which wasn't even a big deal. It was only 1 round. He didn't even get to the next round, so who the hell knows? Or you could just build your turtle stronger. There you go. Than mine. All right, so yeah, that's it for today, guys. We're going to be doing more stuff this week. We're going to go into all the dungeons and everything. We're going to test them out in all aspects of the game. So yeah, you're going to be seeing that all week. Hopefully you guys are excited for it. I know I am. This is what we've been building up towards, and we spent 3 years of not summoning for the challenge account just to be able to summon all these turtles. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy these videos this week because this is what it was all for, baby. All right, so this is the Turtles rocking out the world, baby. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all of those things. Post, comment, talk about it. Make it happen, guys. We do live streams every week. We're messing with turtles and taking names. So this is all the turtles destroying every dungeon that is a basic dungeon. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd. And you guys take care.